You meet someone, and something happens that you can't quite explain. It's not love at first sight. It's more like recognition, as if some part of you already knows this person, as if your nervous system has been waiting for them, and you think, this is it, this is different. But here's the thing nobody tells you about that feeling. It's not a sign that you found the right person. It's a sign that you found a familiar one. And familiar doesn't mean safe. It doesn't mean healthy. It doesn't mean good for you. Familiar means, I've felt this before. My body remembers this shape of love. And if the shape you learned was one of absence, of inconsistency, of earning affection, then that's the shape you'll keep choosing again and again and again. There's a term in psychology called an attachment blueprint. It's the emotional map you built in the first few years of your life based on how the people closest to you loved you or didn't. John Bowlby, one of the most important psychologists of the 20th century, called this attachment theory. And what he discovered changed everything we understand about love. Here's the short version. As a child, you didn't just learn what love looks like. You learned what love feels like in your body. You learned the rhythm of it, the temperature of it, the distance. If love meant someone being close and then suddenly cold, you learned that love has a gap in the middle. And now, as an adult, when someone is consistently warm, something in you gets suspicious. It doesn't feel like love. It feels like nothing. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. Because the people who feel the most exciting, the most magnetic, the most like home, are often the ones who are recreating the exact wound you never healed. Harville Hendrix calls this the Imago, the unconscious image of love you carry inside you. It's built from everything your caregivers were, the good and the painful. And when you meet someone who matches that image, your brain doesn't say, be careful. It says, finally. We like to say, trust your gut, follow your instincts, your body knows. And in many situations, that's true. Your body is remarkably intelligent. But when it comes to love, your body doesn't know what's good for you. It knows what's familiar, and it confuses the two. Think about what happens when you meet someone who triggers that old pattern. Your heart beats faster. Your palms get warm. You feel that pull, that electricity. We call it chemistry. We call it a spark. We write songs about it. But what if that spark is actually a warning? In somatic psychology, this is well understood. The body stores emotional memory differently than the mind. Your mind might say, I'm over my childhood. I've dealt with it. But your body keeps the original file, unedited, unprocessed. And the moment someone touches that file, even with a look, a tone of voice, a specific kind of silence, the whole program runs again. Not because they're the right person, but because they're the right trigger. Freud had a name for it. He called it the repetition compulsion, the unconscious drive to reenact unresolved emotional situations, hoping that this time the ending will be different. And it almost never is. You leave one relationship that made you feel not enough, and you find another one. Different face, different name, same feeling. You swear the next one will be different. And in the beginning, it is, until it isn't. And this is the cruelest part of the pattern. It doesn't feel like a pattern while you're in it. It feels like bad luck. Like you keep meeting the wrong people. Like love just isn't meant for you. But you're not unlucky. You're loyal. Loyal to an old version of love that your younger self had no choice but to accept. Internal family systems therapy, one of the most powerful frameworks I've come across, would say it this way. There's a part of you that still believes the old deal is the only deal. A protector who learned very early that love comes at a cost. And that part of you will keep selecting partners who confirm that belief, not to hurt you, but to keep the world predictable. Because for a child, predictable, even painful, is safer than unknown. So how do you break a pattern you didn't know you were running? The first step is the hardest, and it's not what you think. It's not about setting better standards. It's not about making a list of green flags. It's not about being more careful. The first step is grief. You have to grieve the love you didn't get. Not the version of it you've been chasing in other people, but the original one. The one that was supposed to be unconditional. The one that was supposed to teach you that you're enough, exactly as you are, without performing, without earning, without shrinking yourself to fit. Until you grieve that, you'll keep looking for it in faces that can't give it to you. Because you're not actually looking for a partner. You're looking for a correction. And no one can correct your childhood, not even the most loving person in the world. The second step is awareness. Start noticing the difference between attraction and alignment. Attraction says, I need this person. Something in me comes alive around them. I can't stop thinking about them. Alignment says, I feel calm around this person. I don't have to prove anything. I can breathe. Those are two very different signals, and most of us have been taught to chase the first one while ignoring the second. The third step, and this is where it gets real, is tolerating the discomfort of healthy love. Because here's the paradox nobody warns you about. When you finally meet someone who loves you without conditions, without games, without that familiar push and pull, it might feel boring. It might feel flat. You might think something's missing. Nothing is missing. You're just not used to love that doesn't hurt. So here's the lesson nobody taught you about relationships. The person you're looking for is not out there. Not yet. Because the person you're looking for can only be recognized by the version of you that has stopped looking for rescue. The version that has sat with the wound instead of running from it. The version that has said, I see you. I see where this comes from, and I'm choosing something different now. Not because the old pattern was your fault. It was never your fault. But because it's your life, and you're the only one who can rewrite the story. You don't find the right person by looking harder. You find them by healing the part of you that keeps choosing the wrong one. If this landed for you, if something in this video made you pause, I want you to know that pause is the beginning. That's awareness showing up. This is part of a series called Lessons Nobody Taught You. Each video is one chapter of a bigger story about the things we were never told but always needed to hear. If you want to keep going, the next one is already waiting.